It is. It's started already. It's already started.
I'm very sober right now. Yeah. Part of me likes it, part of me doesn't. Yeah. Oh. That's alright though.
Yep, we like it.
We like it.
I like it.
Alright, so I was searching for a name for this story, but I couldn't really find one, so I'm just going to go ahead and read it, and you can name it whatever you want. So you got the choice on the name.
As what?
My alarm kicks on and jolts me out of a dead sleep. As I hear the rolling tune beckoning me to get out of bed, I struggle to open my eyes. I am greeted by an all too familiar pain in both my collarbones. There's also an all too familiar thought in my head. What the hell happened last night? My brain cleans its cobwebs out from that night, activates and reminds me that today's kind of a special day. Actually, it is a special day in my brother's eyes. Today his daughter is getting baptized. For those that aren't Catholic, baptism is a ritual where the mother and father of said baby go to the church and get a man who is certified in Catholicism to pour blessed water on the child's head. I think it cleanses them of their sins or whatever they committed or something like that. I get out of bed, put my dark blue plaid pajama pants on, and go for my holy grail of the morning. That's coffee. I open the cabinet, grab the Dave & Buster's mug, open the fridge, grab the International Delight hazelnut creamer, pour it in my mug, and push the mug against the dispenser on the coffee maker. The coffee shoots out and fills my cup. It mixes with the pure white hazelnut creamer. The coffee goes from blackish brown to light brown, and it peaks at the top of the cup. This is what I'm talking about. I take a swig. Ouch! It's too hot! It singes the top of my mouth and tongue. Despite the burning coffee, I'm still not fully awake at this point. I trudge downstairs to grab my laptop and complete my daily ritual. I noticed that on my armoire type deal, my glass pipe isn't around. I usually keep it right next to my computer. Hey Dad, what'd you do with my pipe? I had put it outside the night before and told him it was out there for him to use. My father replies, Jay, I don't know what you did with it. My uncle hears us talking and comes downstairs. What's up, he asks. I tell him, last night I guess I lost my glass pipe. Do you remember where it was? My uncle answers, nah, yeah, I don't remember much of last night either, I state as I let out a laugh. 5 minutes later, hey Jay, I found it outside, he calls to me while raising the glass piece up in the air. The pipe had been left out outside all night. It still had tobacco product stuffed into it. As I press my lips against the cold reddish-purple glass of the pipe, I'm hoping it'll make me feel close to normal again. If anything, just to wake me up a bit, because I'm really tired at this point. I held a lighter to the green and inhaled it. Tobacco, of course. In, hold, exhale. A couple more times and I'd figured I would start to feel better. Little did I realize how much better I was gonna get. The shower water hit me with the power of a fire hose right in the face. Ouch! At least it kind of woke me up. I soaked up my naked body and started feeling pretty green at this point. Not sick though. Pretty much the opposite of sick. Being that I only inhaled twice, I figured it would wear off by the time I got to church. How wrong I was. Kristen had arrived at my house and was rushing me. Jason, we've got to go. I don't want to be late to a family function. It sounds like she's being a bitch, and usually she is, but I'm one of the biggest procrastinators in the world. She finally got me out of the door, and as I walked outside, the date greeted me with a warm, welcoming hand. Hello, Day. Boy, was I high. I actually had to wade through these clouds while walking down the stairs to get to the car. Wow, there's an airplane! I called out as I ducked. Jason, what are you doing? Kristen was watching me act like a complete moron wading through air and ducking because of invisible planes and clouds that only I could see. In her eyes, I was being a moron, but in my eyes, I was feeling mighty good. It was supposed to be cold, but it was so nice out. T-shirt and jeans weather without a doubt. As we arrived at the church, I didn't see anybody I knew, and I was still just as high as when the planes and the clouds were in front of me. As we pulled in, I saw lots of people, none of whom I knew. The car stopped and I turned to Kristen. I don't know if I can do this, I said in a semi-serious tone, trying to hold back a giggle. Came out anyway, though. How am I gonna face my family like this? I thought about it and thought to myself, this is gonna be a great out-of-my-comfort-zone challenge. As I opened the gray Honda Civic door, I smiled. I am the pilot in my own mind. I always think that when I'm in this state, and it always works out, too. I walked around by the church and I didn't see anybody that I knew. There were 10 families that had babies that were going to get baptized. The church was packed with people. We're talking close to 600 people. I started to get worried. And then I saw my aunt, uncle, and little cousin. Putting on some much needed weight on, dude. My uncle said as he shook my hand and hugged me. We went through the whole hello, how's it going, oh yeah process and repeated with the rest of the family. As I was standing in the foyer, my brother made eye contact with me, which scared me. Jason, can I talk to you? My heart sank. He looked really serious. He knew I was high and he was gonna be pissed. My spot had been blown. Son of a... Everybody that doesn't know, find me on Facebook, Jason Vochal, V-O-C-H-A-L. I'm writing a novel. I'll probably do a release party sometime. I don't know, I'm on 138, page 138, so. And I have a lot of pages of unwritten things too as well, so get in touch with me on Facebook. Find me on YouTube. This video right here will be up probably by this week. So thank you everybody for coming.